The United States is one of the world's best places to see manic swarms of insects. Some have a death wish, others replicate by the billion. First, the Mississippi River at La Crosse, Wisconsin. On a hot July evening by the side of this mighty river, millions upon millions of mayflies take to the air for a single devastating act, to mate and then die. Reproduction is more important than living. Mayflies can't even eat. They don't have mouths. And they only have enough energy to fly once. They mate and they crash into the water, pouring out their eggs as they die. From this final act comes a stream of new life, a pattern unbroken for nearly 400 million years. But up until now, there were no cities with bright lights to lure them away. So millions of mayflies die without ever laying their eggs, leaving a scene of insect devastation. In Florida, humans are under siege from swarms of insects, wood-chewing termites. These tiny white creatures build their own homes, all right, but they build them inside someone else's. A swarm of 500,000 termites can eat nearly 5 tons of wood a year. Multiply that by millions of termite colonies, and it adds up to $1 billion of damage a year, more than fire and weather disasters put together. These swarms have a very personal impact. In California, east of San Francisco, lies Mono Lake. It's so salty that little lives here except primitive algae and insects. This is the domain of the brine flies, the main survivors of this barren place. There are few competitors to keep their numbers down. At the peak of the season, 2,000 tons of flies swarm around the shore. But brine flies are people-friendly. They neither bite nor land on humans. A little further north, in the Sierra Nevada, we find another group of insects swarming to survive. Ladybirds everywhere. On winds a mile up, they've hitched a 50-mile ride from central California and descended on a few particular valleys to escape the heat of summer. Here they sit out the rest of the summer and winter, only returning in the spring when the wind starts to blow the other way. And these ladybirds know exactly where the wind will carry them, which isn't really surprising. Like many of nature's swarms, insects have been traveling the world in this way for millions of years.